Hi, I'm Doc Willoughby, the executive editor of Gourmet Magazine. Around the magazine, we are very excited because after 4 or 5 years of working, we have finally published our new cookbook, Gourmet Today. This is a cookbook with over 1,000 recipes for the way that we are actually cooking in America today. We are all cooking and shopping a lot differently now than we did just 4 or 5 years ago. For one thing, we're thinking a lot more about where our food comes from because we want to eat healthily and sustainably. We're all looking for weeknight dinners that are quick and easy, but still interesting and fun. And finally, we're using a lot of ingredients that just a few years ago were hard to find and considered exotic, but now are on the shelves of our supermarkets. One of those ingredients is Panko, which are Japanese breadcrumbs. So today I'm going to show you a very simple recipe that takes advantage of the qualities of Panko, oven-fried Panko chicken. The difference between Panko and other breadcrumbs is they are larger crumbs, they are toastier, and they are fluffier. So when you use them, you get a lot of crunch. This recipe really could not be simpler. First, we're going to put the Panko into a pie plate so that we can actually have some room to put the chicken in there. About a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and then a half teaspoon of salt and a quarter teaspoon of pepper. And then just mix it up. Then we take some butter, which we soften to room temperature. We're using about a teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of pepper, and just mush it together. So we have a whole chicken here, cut into 10 pieces. And we've rinsed them and patted them dry. And now we're just going to put a thin coating of butter. Do both sides. And once it's nicely coated with butter, you just dip it in the Panko. That's all there is to it. You want to press it down a little bit to make sure that the Panko actually sticks to it. And then you just put it skin side up on a shallow baking tray. Some people like to take the skin off, but it really doesn't work that well in this application because you want the skin on to get nice and browned. If you have kids and they like drumsticks, you can use all drumsticks. This is a great recipe for kids. You can take the buttered chicken and let them dip it in a Panko. It's like playing with your food, but you're actually making dinner. If you were having, say, a Super Bowl party, you could make just wings with this. It'd be an awesome snack. So you just want to make sure that they're not touching. Now we're going to stick these into a preheated 450-degree oven and let them cook until they're nice and brown and cooked all the way through, which is about 30 to 40 minutes. Once you take these out of the oven, you want to let them sit for 5 to 10 minutes for the Panko to get all crispy and crunchy. And then pile them up. It really almost looks like fried chicken. It's got that crispy, crunchy outer coat like fried chicken. The meat inside is incredibly tender and moist. It's kind of the ideal weeknight dinner.